Merhaba YouTube ALSENYAZ Oyun kanalına hoş geldiniz. Ben İsa. Vampir serisine kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. İyi seyirler, başlayalım. Şimdi bölüm şey yapacağız arkadaşlar. Bu yan görevi gidip teslim edelim, bitirelim. Ondan sonra full ana göreve odaklanacağız. Eğer tabii yani yaratıklardan dolayı engellerlerse yaratıklar, o zaman bir şey diyemem. Bu yaratıklar engel olmazsa full biraz şey yapalım, ana görev yapalım, ilerleyelim.
Stay away! You'll pay for that!
Dedik ki
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to...
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease, with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye, Doctor. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Ne yapmam gerektiğini anlamadım. Gereken malzemeleri toplayalım bakalım. Sorduğum hipokritliği dediği şeyleri okuyamıyorum. Çok değişik isimleri var. Neyse bunlar her şeyde alırız biz. Kaç tane istiyor şimdi?
It's locked, all right.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
Yalan yok. Adam yerinde olsam ben de aynı şey yapardım.
Good evening, Doc.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living, and I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You may be right, but you will go to jail if you're caught.
If ever I have to go to jail, I'm sure I'll find a way to help people there, too.
Please show me what.
Of course. It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and
5
lost
tane daha
at the
temiz
same
kartal hazır.
Good evening.
Please.
Of course.
Kolay yapmış ki.
It never ceases to amaze me how the dead seem peaceful.
Büyütme malzemelerin hepsini topladığımda bu görev başka bir yere yönlendirecek beni. Diğer görevin olduğu yere gidelim. Deniz malzemeleri tamamen bulamayacağız. geçemiyorum. Böyle. İçine geçelim mi? Neyse düşme.
It's locked, all right. Zaten kötü değil. Bir şey kaybetmeyiz. It's locked.
Orada bu silahı bir değiştirelim. Pompalı mermimiz de bence iyi oldu. Burası çıkmaz mı? Belki şunu çıkaracağız belki. Niye çıkamıyoruz burada? Çıkılması lazım.
This is not a place for you, sir. Look at it! Stop it!
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, the guards recruit more and more every year.
It's not a place for you,
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
it now, Albert. Stop it! Me, I'll not die in some piss stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
Free? You may soon find out that you have simply traded one set of shackles for another.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I've a future here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
Yes, you did. And it was cowardly and inexcusable.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Goodbye, young man.
The Wet Boots will be proud of me.
What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really?
Word is she...
What can you tell?
Nothing. Not since...
You mean...
Yeah,
Perhaps...
I'm sick.
Whatever...
I swear on...
What is it, Benjamin?
The doctor's called.
What about those we left
It's not that simple.
A gun?
The Wet Boots will be proud of me.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this?
Actually...
Then you have come to the right place. The famous one...
Oh, really?
Ah, my brother has spoken.
Tell me,
Regents,
what do you think?
most of them are
Is there any...
Cadogan baits without...
Do you know Nurse Dorothy?
I don't like to talk about
Competition?
Never met her, but it seems...
I'd like to see...
joke to you, eh?
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial. When science fails you,
A lot of people are talking about this colossal.
Good evening.
You're here.
I'm not here.
Doc.
Do you require...
Not me.
It's that's an...
I don't see what...
What?
That's simple.
Mr. Be...
I understand.
If I...
So it's in that... I offer...
I see.
Well...
Enough.
Begging you.
Tell
People are...
What do you mean?
People are acting...
You...
Not much.
You'd better... I'm looking...
Dorothy.
Tell me...
Try keeping my... No.
Good.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I cannot enter. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just
Perhaps I should
mentioned.
look into it.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Welcome,
I'm...
Doctor.
How is
Business?
I see.
It's no... What you mean,
But
Yeah.
where did
In the
the...
closed... No.
Have you...
Nurse
Yeah.
Dorothy...
That doesn't...
Your precious...
Right then. Excuse me.
Another Jew?
I'm not a
A doctor?
Really?
I'm joking.
May I
I
ask?
do what...
According
Not from...
as part of...
Totally.
How did you become the local...
There's no
job?
I got enlisted.
Most...
I don't care.
I'm not sure...
Oh, do you...
Dorothy, could you please...
He's a nice...
Goodbye. Forgive.
Do not.
I am
aside.
What do you?
Horse.
Quite a.
Well, you.
Well, what do you mean?
The beast.
Good evening.
It's.
Have you
not?
Wait. You.
As a.
Do you know?
I don't.
So you.
None.
What?
Before.
What do you?
Horse.
Quite a.
Well, you.
What do you?
Horse.
Quite a.
Well, you.
What do you mean?
The beast.
Really? What is
cleansed?
Tell me.
God will
purify
your
my Joseph.
Vicar.
I have heard it.
Excuse.
Sorry,
Dr. Reed.
I heard you.
Not much.
I'm afraid. Without a doubt.
I don't know.
No, really.
He went to the knee.
He had.
No.
Where can I?
He spends.
Why?
There's a walk.
It's a.
He's a.
What is
he goes?
So
Whitechapel.
That's
not at all.
Have you?
I've had.
I'll remember. Goodbye.
Desertion and despair.
Good evening. Please be really.
I'm a pope.
May I? What can you?
Darius,
not interested.
Darius.
I'm looking.
Dorothy.
May I?
Not.
But otherwise. If.
Thank you.
Are you?
But this.
I don't.
If well, you.
What are your terrible? What are you talking?
Do you remember?
My
most people.
Tell me the. Do you
on that?
What can you?
It's not much.
And
maybe. One.
I'll leave.
Aslında o kadar şey topladık. Nasıl bir şey üretemiyorum ben? Ürettiğim zaman malzeme yok diyor. Bu kadar şey topladığım şey ne işe yarıyor acaba?
Good evening. I know what you're... I know you under... Tell me about... Very well. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Working nearby.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though. If you want,
we've not...
I am.
So, Doc, like, she seems more... Do you... Don't...
It's called...
This...
No.
I know,
but
remain...
But he's not.
How? You mean...
Really?
Goodbye. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Adam doktor ama ayrıca vampir. Vampir adamın
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
Hala
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Bence iyi bile dayanıyoruz anasını satayım o kadar kan görüp.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime. and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
This one stinks already. There's one of them. Watch out! Fuck! He's dead! He's dead!
Mr. Eve. Good.
As long as you have the money. Its effectiveness has been
against malevolence and trickery.
Don't be shy, handsome. What?
I'm not looking for what.
All right then, but
Christine.
I don't like. If it is gone,
you can.
And you think?
Clayton.
I believe.
Are you?
I've seen.
What?
How can?
Tell me about it.
Are you?
I have no.
You know.
Good.
You look so pale.
human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill him, boy! Crush the leaves, boys!
Aha. Adamı inmiş.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
What prevails in the end, I wonder? The desire for blood, or to be of service to man?
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me, then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy.
How could... So we are...
How?
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I don't...
That is a
So...
I very much...
I've been...
Things have gone from...
What?
Fear has...
The span...
Yeah.
When I...
Though I can't be...
You make...
Morris's...
Once...
They have sick...
Are there many...
Immortals are...
Will they all...
I do not see...
That sound...
Vampire pod...
Do you know...
You mean...
What do you mean?
Every now and...
I bid you...
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Giant moon disguised as a hospital. I wish I could be fit again.
İyi malzeme toplamış yanına.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Bunu bilerek şimdi XP harcamıyorum. Harcarsam bu hasta olanlar belki ölebilir. O yüzden.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak.
This strain...
Really?
I never saw...
I see.
This disease...
This is very...
Yes.
You mean...
There's a lot...
But Jonathan...
What on earth do you...
Why you, my dear boy? With your
But the risk...
I know, but...
We'll discuss the...
No,
Yes?
I'm afraid...
My sister.
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery.
I see.
I'm sorry.
Bundan zaten örtemiyoruz. Tamam. 2 tane soğuk şavar yapacağız.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Hello.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need me?
Afraid so.
Crowd,
You're working at...
Goodbye.
Şimdi devam etmedim. Neyse, burada bölüm sonu yapalım arkadaşlar. Videoyu beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, yorum bırakmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşçakalın.